Today we're diving into a mystery that's been buzzing around. Why are certain foods disappearing from Walmart shelves? Like seriously, where'd all the flour go? We've all seen the empty shelves and the crazy lines, but what's really going on behind the scenes? Are these just regular supply chain issues, or is something else going on? Is Walmart hiding food from us? I've got my detective hat on and we're about to find out. We're talking about the foods you need, the stuff you rely on, and why you might be struggling to find it. This is serious stuff, guys. Stick around, hit that subscribe button, and let's get to the bottom of this. First up, we're talking flour. This is like the foundation of baking, right? But lately, finding flour at Walmart is like finding a golden ticket. So what's the deal? Well, inflation is a big factor. People are cooking at home more to save money, and that means more flour is flying off the shelves. Plus, preppers are stocking up because, well, flour is basically survival food 101. But wait, there's more. Supply chain problems are hitting hard. We're talking trucking shortages, crazy high fuel costs, and unpredictable wheat harvests. It's like the perfect storm of flour shortages. And get this, thousands of stores are expected to close in the coming years, especially in rural areas. That means people have to drive even further to their nearest Walmart, so they're stocking up on essentials like flour to avoid extra trips. This surge in demand is making the shortages even worse, leading to limits on how much you can buy. Some people even say Walmart is hiding flour in the back. Are they just trying to stop a flour riot? Who knows? Next up, we've got cooking oil. This stuff is like liquid gold. You need it for frying, baking, sautéing, basically everything delicious. So why is it disappearing faster than free samples on a Saturday? Well, for starters, people are buying in bulk because they're worried about prices going up even more. Can you blame them? Inflation is a real pain. But here's where it gets interesting. The global market for cooking oil is like a roller coaster. Bad harvests in one part of the world can send prices skyrocketing everywhere. And guess what? Walmart is one of the biggest importers of cooking oil, so they're feeling the heat. That means you might see fewer bottles on the shelves, or they might switch to brands you've never even heard of. It's all about trying to keep some oil on the shelves, even if it's not your usual go-to. And let's not forget about the people who are struggling to make ends meet. With prices soaring, every bottle of cooking oil counts. Some Walmarts are even keeping extra bottles off the main shelves to prevent them from selling out instantly, or, let's be real, getting swiped. Let's be real. Canned vegetables aren't the most glamorous food, but they're a lifesaver when fresh produce is either too expensive or nowhere to be found. They might not have the same crunch or vibrant colors as fresh veggies, but they get the job done, especially when you're in a pinch. And let me tell you, with inflation going crazy, fresh veggies are starting to feel like luxury items. Prices are skyrocketing, and it's becoming harder for families to afford the fresh produce they need for a balanced diet. But that's not all. Crazy weather is messing with harvests all over the world, so there's just less fresh produce to go around. Floods, droughts, and storms are wreaking havoc on farms, leading to smaller yields and higher prices. And even when they manage to get the veggies, getting them to the stores is a whole other nightmare. The supply chain is under immense pressure, with delays and disruptions at every turn. We're talking backed up ports, not enough truck drivers. It's logistical chaos out there. The entire system is strained, making it difficult to keep shelves stocked with fresh produce. So what are people doing? They're turning to canned vegetables. It's a practical solution when fresh options are scarce or too pricey. They last forever. You can stack them high and they've got nutrients. Plus, they're easy to store and can be used in a variety of dishes, making them a versatile pantry staple. It's the ultimate pantry staple in uncertain times. Whether you're making a quick soup or adding them to a casserole, canned veggies are incredibly convenient. But here's where it gets kind of wild. People are sharing restocking schedules online like it's top secret information. Social media and community forums are buzzing with tips on when and where to find the best stock. So you walk into Walmart and bam! There's a line of people waiting for the canned green beans. It's almost like a treasure hunt with shoppers eager to grab their share. And sometimes the staff will put out a few boxes at a time just to keep things calm. They know that if they put everything out at once, it could lead to a frenzy. It's like they're trying to prevent a canned food stampede. The demand is so high that stores have to manage their stock carefully to avoid chaos. But of course, that just makes people think they're hiding even more in the back. The mystery of the missing vegetables continues, as shoppers speculate about secret stashes and hidden supplies. Alright, let's talk cereal. It's the breakfast of champions, right? Or at least the breakfast of busy mornings and late-night snack cravings. But finding your favorite cereal at Walmart these days? Good luck. Inflation is hitting the breakfast aisle hard. Eggs, bacon, even milk, it's all getting more expensive. So, cereal is becoming the go-to affordable option and demand is going through the roof. But here's the kicker. Remember those sky-high shipping costs we talked about? Yeah, they're affecting cereal too. Fewer deliveries mean fewer boxes on the shelves. And if that wasn't enough, some cereal companies are dealing with their own problems. Labor strikes, factory slowdowns, even shortages of ingredients. It's like a recipe for cereal chaos. To make matters worse, some people are convinced that Walmart is playing games with their cereal supply. They'll put out a few boxes here and there just to make it look like they have some. But then, as soon as you blink, it's gone. And don't even get me started on the preppers and the extreme couponers. They're buying up every box they can find just in case of a breakfast apocalypse. It's a cereal free-for-all out there. We're all addicted to sugar, let's be honest. It's in our morning coffee, our favorite desserts, and even in foods we wouldn't expect. Sugar is everywhere, and we can't seem to get enough of it. Baking, sweetening your coffee, canning jams, sugar is essential. It's a staple in our kitchens and a key ingredient in countless recipes. From cookies to cakes and even savory dishes, sugar plays a crucial role. And for preppers, it's like gold. They stockpile it, knowing it has a long shelf life and can be used in a variety of ways. It's not just for sweetening, it's a valuable resource for preserving food and even for bartering. It lasts forever, and you can use it for practically anything. Whether you're baking, preserving, or just need a quick energy boost, sugar is incredibly versatile. But lately the price of sugar has been creeping up, and finding it at Walmart is getting harder. What's the deal? Why is something so common suddenly becoming scarce and expensive? Well, it all comes down to those global issues we've been talking about. Supply chain disruptions, economic instability, and other factors are all playing a part in this sugar shortage. Bad sugarcane harvests, crazy weather, and those pesky shipping problems are all contributing to the sugar shortage. It's a perfect storm of issues that are making sugar harder to come by. Now, you might think Walmart would just buy a ton of sugar when it's available, right? Stock up and avoid the problem altogether. But it's not that simple. They have to consider storage space, shelf life, and the risk of overstocking. If the demand suddenly drops, they could be left with a surplus they can't sell. They don't want to end up with a warehouse full of sugar if the demand suddenly drops. It's a risky game. Balancing supply and demand is a constant challenge. So what do? They play it safe. They order smaller amounts and keep a close eye on inventory levels to avoid any potential losses. They order smaller amounts, they might even reduce the variety of sugar they offer. This way, they can manage their stock more effectively and avoid overstocking. It's all about managing that delicate balance between supply and demand. They have to be strategic to ensure they have enough sugar without risking too much. And then there's the issue of theft. Seriously, with sugar becoming more valuable, it's now a target for thieves. People are stealing sugar now? Apparently it's a thing. The rising prices and scarcity have made it a hot commodity. So some Walmarts are keeping those heavy bags of sugar on shelves that are harder to reach, or they're only bringing them out when they have enough staff to keep an eye on things. It's all part of the new reality of managing a precious resource. Alright, let's talk about the survivalist's secret weapon, freeze-dried meals. These meals are not just for the hardcore preppers anymore. They're becoming a staple for anyone who wants to be prepared for emergencies or enjoys the convenience of long-lasting food. They're lightweight, they last for years, and let's be honest, they're kind of fun to eat. Whether you're out camping, hiking, or just want a quick meal at home, these meals are incredibly versatile. But finding them at Walmart, it's like trying to find a unicorn riding a roller coaster. The demand has skyrocketed, making them a rare find on store shelves. Remember when the pandemic hit and everyone went a little crazy stocking up? People were buying anything and everything that could last a long time. Yeah, freeze-dried meals were like the hottest commodity on the planet. They flew off the shelves faster than you could say emergency preparedness. Walmart knows this, and they've been trying to keep up with the demand. They've increased their orders and expanded their selection to include more brands and varieties. They've got more brands and more varieties than ever before. From breakfast options to full-course dinners, the choices are expanding. But here's the thing. Those freeze-dried meal companies weren't prepared for this level of demand either. They were caught off guard just like everyone else. They're dealing with production bottlenecks, ingredient shortages, and packaging problems. It's a perfect storm of supply chain issues. And those rising costs we keep talking about, they're hitting freeze-dried meals too. The cost of raw materials, labor, and transportation has all gone up. They're affecting freeze-dried meals too. Prices have increased, making it even more challenging for consumers to stock up. Packaging materials, shipping costs, labor, it all adds up. Every step in the process is more expensive than it used to be. So you might see a trickle of freeze-dried meals hitting the shelves instead of a flood. It's a slow and steady restocking process. But it gets even wilder. The hunt for these meals has become almost a sport for some people. Preppers are like detectives when it comes to finding these meals. They're on online forums, sharing tips and scoping out multiple Walmarts. Some even have networks of friends and family helping them out. So when a fresh batch arrives, it's gone in a flash. People are quick to grab what they can, leaving the shelves empty once again. Some people even swear that Walmart is hiding these meals in the back, doling them out slowly to keep the peace. It's like a secret stash that only a few know about. Who knows? Maybe they're just trying to prevent a freeze-dried food riot. The demand is real, and the struggle to find these meals is even more real. So there you have it. The truth behind Walmart's disappearing food. Is it a conspiracy? Are they hiding food from us? Or is it just a crazy combination of supply chain issues, rising demand, and a little bit of panic buying? Honestly, it's probably a bit of everything. These are wild times and the food industry is feeling the pressure, but hey, at least we're all in this together, right? What do you think? Have you noticed these food shortages at your local Walmart? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing investigations. Until next time, stay curious, stay hungry, and most importantly, stay prepared.